Yeah,
It's not about what you spend; it's how you spend
it's
it.
the principle.
Yeah, but it's the principle.
Yeah, it's how you spend it.
To win championships, you gotta spend money.
Of course, I fully agree with that.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be
So,
able
like,
to go on.
Arsenal-
We went like
Taking less-
7 years without spending any money.
So Arsenal taking less rest than Fulham. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
So that's the beef, dude.
All
should
right,
be
all
taking
right.
them.
We'll get into Arsenal.
Oh, we're doing this?
We'll get into some Arsenal. But
It's open with the big one.
you want to open with the big one?
Yeah.
gotta.
By the way, everyone,
Liverpool,
Snacks
Brighton.
Snacks is not here today, so you can turn it up as loud as you want. No screaming today.
As I
screaming.
scream. PFC 280.
Yeah, we're talking about the big one, guys. We're talking about Spurs United at Wembley, under the lights. Only went into this story, Tom. Only way the story's going to be resolved.
Spurs
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer makes history.
choking ass Spurs.
6 wins in a row.
This wasn't
Manchester
a real
United,
test.
vintage performance. Sir Alex Ferguson in attendance. X Factor.
Always in attendance, dude. That dude's
Man,
always in attendance.
This game from the start, end to end, it was back and forth. I mean, it was open for certainly, but David De Gea.
He's
showing
a
through
story
in the
here,
end.
man. He's a story. This game ends 1-0 United. United basically scrapped their way to the finish line, in my opinion, but I think they still deserve the 3 points, man. You don't spend money on guys like De Gea. You don't fight and basically fire managers for guys like De Gea, except for these type of games, man. They almost lost De Gea. They extended the contract 1 year. They got, the next 6 months or so to, sign him to a long term.
This dude,
These
how
are
many
the
kick
games.
saves did he have in this damn game?
5.
If you don't have De Gea,
Ridiculous.
United loses this game probably 2-1, 3-1.
Yeah, this is the
Oh,
kick
easily.
save game.
100%.
Easily, man. He had special saves. Not a shot on target in the first half, but second half, I think he made about 10, 11 saves. Half with his feet, and he was just incredible.
But you know what? Excuse me. You know what I learned from this game? A couple of things I learned from this game. One of them was that Solskjaer and his staff, they're tactically adept because they played Lingard at false 9. I was surprised, but I'm pretty sure we're all surprised at Lingard at false 9 with Rashford on the right side, Martial on the left side. And the tactic essentially was to let Spurs' fullbacks bomb on. And similar to what Liverpool do in leaving their forwards so high up and not having them track back with the fullbacks. That way, when Manchester United win possession back,
Yeah,
they can counterattack against center backs, Vertonghen, Alderweireld, and they can burn them for pace. And that's how one of the goals was scored, man. The Pogba, Snacks' boy. I'll rep you, Snacks. Pog Beezy. We went out.
I think
But not only that, man. With Lingard as a false 9, I mean, he's got the energy, he's got the work rate, he's got the defensive work rate, and he's not a bad tackler. So he was in charge of kind of taking the ball off Harry Winks. So disrupting their play at the
Good
base
call,
of their
man.
midfield.
Yeah, no, that was
and at the same
legit.
time, we're up. It was completely contrasting to the way they played us early in the year.
But that's a tactically adept thing to do. That means you analyze how Spurs play. Okay, they're playing with a diamond in the middle. This is what we have to do in order to do it. And you made the change.
And we had a fan in the stands shoots a Cisco with a freaking dart. Sissoko knocked out.
Yeah, that was a key moment in the
That was
match.
a fatigue. That was a festive season injury right there. It's
too much.
It's too many games.
But dude, this guy
too many
runs
reps.
he runs like a sprinter. He
He's
runs
incredible,
with
dude.
everything, and he's fast as hell. So
Dude, and he's won the
when you
fans
turn on
over,
the
man.
wheels and you're not fit 100%, you're gonna blow something.
Pogba had an early moment in the game. He took a good first touch
Saw
past someone.
He turned-
doused it by another dude, and then Sissoko came in, recovers, just
So
takes it
Sissoko
over,
got
sits him
burnt
down.
first. Sissoko got burnt first.
Yeah.
And then I think Winks or someone came
He did
across.
like an outside,
Pogba
inside.
burnt him, but he recovered,
So-
man.
and
Dude,
he sat
this
him
guy's
down,
been
too,
converted.
dude.
He used to be a winger, flying wing.
Yeah.
Now he's
Right
like a
guy.
holding
Yeah.
midfielder. He's the muscle, but he's got touches.
Spurs are dying in that position, man. Wanyama's been out for 2.5 years now. Musa Sissoko, Musa Dembele, who was arguably their best central midfielder, out. Now you putting Harry Winks in there. Now you got Sissoko. He goes down. I mean, it's the accumulation of injuries. Let's also not fail to mention Harry Kane. The end of this game, limping out.
Oh,
Son is going away for the Asian Cup. We mentioned, man. I remember I was bringing this up. Spurs, they're trying to. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Is this what we're seeing right now?
and they did
Well,
not
absolutely.
invest last summer.
Yeah.
Not one purchase
Yeah.
made. They still had the best start in their history in the EPL, best record since the '60s, but still not enough. You need depth. You need. I mean, Oliver Skip's going to come in, make a difference.
But you have
So
to
this is
remember that
where-
they have Fulham, Watford, Newcastle, Leicester, Burnley. So it's not like they have a crazy
No easy
hard
games in the
schedule.
Prem. No easy games.
I know, but it's not like they're playing the Chelsea Arsenal back to back soon.
It's not like they're fully fit either.
That's the end of February and early March. Harry Kane has plenty of time to come. And look, they still have Eriksen to do special things. They still have the fullbacks that bring in special crosses. We saw that right at the beginning. Trippier, his first cross of the game, looked extremely
how
lethal.
effective was he? Giving the ball away like
No,
5 times.
I don't know.
He led his
but he led to the goal.
too.
But
Yeah, and
but
before
like
that, he gave the ball
He
multiple
struggled.
times.
I don't know how
Bad
he got a
decisions.
7.4.
He was way out of position.
But he did put in some good crosses.
That was
There
it.
were- But you
what
know
happened with those?
You know what? I don't think for a number of different of reasons, I don't think Solskjaer uses the same tactic in terms of letting the fullbacks of like Liverpool bomb on, because Andy Robertson's such a good crosser, because Alexander-Arnold, they can deliver the ball on someone's foot if they really want to. So these fullbacks, I think they took that little bit of a gamble. Like, all right, we'll see if they can deliver it, but we don't believe in their quality.
Look, the number 3 things that I took from this game: De Gea, still the best player in United by far.
Yeah.
2, Rashford versus Lukaku. I'm ready to have that talk whether Lukaku could leave and United's okay with it.
Why would he leave?
And then 3, Dele Alli still is missing the class in the big games. That's the number one thing that's separating Dele Alli from being a Harry Kane or Christian Eriksen right now. You don't show up in big games.
But I think Dele Alli was one of Spurs' best players in this game.
Oh yeah, he
just
shot the
didn't
ball great
finish.
from like 9 yards out on
No,
that breakaway.
He just didn't finish. And you know why he didn't finish? Because there was a man possessed in goal.
He shot it right at him.
Manchester United.
Shot it right at him.
No doubt there was that time where he should have shirled it.
If
But
Rashford
it was-
shot that, they
that's
would have went in.
But it's a difficult situation because
he missed a breakaway.
I mean, his first touch, he touches it by Lindelof. That was a class.
Yeah, but
first
where was the
touch.
shot?
That was crazy.
Right at De Gea. Yeah, that was a class
He
knee
was a
save.
man possessed. Harry Kane was
That was a
playing in this
knee
game.
save
He
in the
failed to
middle
score.
of his body.
So-
It wasn't to the
Why
corner.
are you just
It
picking
was
on this dude Dele Alli, bro?
because what, dude?
Listen,
come on
hey,
now.
Hesse, listen, I of all people don't like this guy for multiple reasons. He's still quality. I'll admit that. Like
But he's not on Harry Kane, Christian Eriksen
No, he's not.
level.
Dude, he's not on that.
That's what's separating him right now.
Dude, this game you can't fault the man. He had a goal line save from a header. He forced another save off past
bro,
Lindelof.
he was playing
He
well.
missed
One
a
of Spurs'
breakaway.
Cool, you're really good
I'm
at coming in
saying
second.
He missed a breakaway, but dude, he still played well. But he was cowish, no doubt.
Did Rashford
I
hit
don't-
post and go
I
out?
don't- I
No,
don't think
he put it in.
I don't think he had an impact on this game other than that, though. Other than those chances, like he wasn't really there. Link up play.
I just think it's
Spurs link up.
consistency in general that's missing from Ali's game compared to Harry Kane. I don't think the showing up in the big games things, I think, is a little bit not overrated, but like we look at it like, dude, like this. How many players can you name who are like, all right, in a final he's gonna score? For me, I think of Drogba. That's like one of the dudes who like are in the final. You know,
Cristiano.
CR7, Messi, like these legends, like
Mbappe.
even like a Luis Suarez. You're like, well, he
9
could be
yards
on and
out.
off, like, it's-
9 yards out by himself. Great first touch, love it. But if we
That's
had,
college, man. I
but
can't defend
if
that.
we had a competition on who had the best first touch, a lot of times the team who won wouldn't be winning. It's about who puts the ball in the goddamn net. Marcus Rashford put in the net with a very good shot.
was a clinical
even
shot.
though Allison would have saved
That
that
was a
shot.
clinical shot.
But I mean, the thing is, that's just a little shot, a little inside joke right there.
David
But
De Gea the best goalie in the world?
yes, easy by far.
Okay, so you know, like you give some credence to that. I agree that Dele Alli was cowish.
But it was right
Spurs,
at him.
but-
It was right at De
No
Gea,
doubt,
though. He
no doubt.
made.
That was- I'm not-
Look,
I'm
look.
not
It was
defending
a
that.
good.
But
It was a
man
good shot.
possessed
But
there.
don't say it was positioning because that was right at him. He shot it right up the
wasn't
gut of the net.
positioning. It was
If he
cowish.
puts that to the corner,
It was cowish,
that's a goal.
100%. But it was a cowish moment, no doubt.
It's
But
not
it was,
that's a goal.
Okay, sorry. It's fine. It's high probability that's a goal.
Dude, he
Not
could-
if Allison's in it though.
David De
But
Gea
it just
is gonna start doing like far post kick saves, bro, where he like slides and this dude's ridiculous.
the 2 or 3 that he had after that, I think were better saves than the one he had against Dele Alli. Dele Alli he brought his knee down and he saved it. Great. But the other ones where he had a goal line clearance with his left foot, I think it was, that was a better save than the one
Hesse,
against
you
Alli.
don't understand, man. Like you're facing down the field at one of the best players in the league. It's a one-on-one situation. Who's gonna make the first move? You got to stand strong, not flinch. A lot goes into that save. It's not just he stood there and moved his knee. You know what I mean? It's all mentality, positioning. Am I right?
Stood strong.
I'm saying it was a bad shot. It was a bad shot.
Because he froze Ali. He froze him. He fucking
Because he
stood
didn't
him
give
up
him
like
any
a man.
good shot options.
Fucking froze him.
He gave him no options.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Bam. See you
He
later.
gave him goalie right.
Two things can be true, guys. Two things can be true. Like, it was a
Yeah.
bad shot, and De Gea did a good job.
Well, yeah,
of
he-
Wait,
positioning.
should he have finished? Yes, of course. But like, he got put off. It was a great
no
save.
doubt.
No, again, that's what you're saying. He's got put up. Again,
Howard's
that comes
moment.
down to the point where Dele Alli, when his team needs him, didn't show up again.
Yeah, I think
This was a game
I
that
think-
Spurs
I mean,
needed.
Spurs showed
he
up.
showed up against, was it Arsenal, right?
Yeah,
who did he chip?
To me,
Was it
if
Chelsea?
Arsenal.
But
Yeah, he
your,
showed up.
your
Derby.
definition
It's
of
a big
not
game.
showing,
He
if your
showed up for that
definition of
one.
not showing
Dude,
up
this-
is not
this was-
scoring,
this was a bigger
bro,
game.
It's, to me, if you don't show up, that means you basically didn't get off the bus. Like
Yeah.
you're shit. You're not
He had-
working hard. You're not creating opportunities. Nothing. No, they were buzzing. Spurs were creating some chances. It took a Stonewall Jackson and David De Gea to shut you
Dude,
down.
I thought for sure they were going to score. I thought for sure Dele Alli was going to make me eat my words. My
Yeah.
brother texted me at some point. I didn't even look at it. I was like, shit. Because I gave him the Harry Kane clapping. He's a Chelsea boy, so I thought he was going to be Harry Kane shit back. I was nervous. Like, I thought a goal could have flown in at any moment. Even in the last minute when Harry Kane pulled up on that ball over the top.
Lorente, when they just let Lorente
Even
chest it.
Lorente had a ball on the fucking floor inside the
Yeah.
6.
And
or the
stabbed at
inside
it
the
with
10.
his left.
United defenders too did a good job, especially first half of blocking a lot of the
Yeah.
shots that
Blocking
were
shots.
coming up. Phil Jones, he'd mess up, but then he'd recover. You know what I mean?
Lindelof didn't
Classic.
mess up though. Lindelof,
He was
people are
solid.
starting to see it. I love it on the blogs, the United blogs and stuff. People are starting to be like, okay, we see what's there. I've been saying it, man. Just watch him for Sweden. Is this guy the next Virgil van Dijk? Hell no. But watch him for Sweden. He could be a Vertonghen type level guy, maybe a Toby on his
still
best
young.
day.
He's a ball
so
player,
young,
man. He's a
so
ball
young.
player. Now he's getting the confidence. This was his 50th game, I believe, for United in the league. So he's getting his confidence, certainly.
Yeah,
he's getting
man.
a rhythm of things. He's got the manager boost.
Yep.
And he's got talent.
He can play with the ball at his feet, man. That's the most amazing thing. Out of all
Dude,
our
Ors-
center backs,
man,
he's
he
the
had
only
chest
one who
strap
can
back
do
to
it.
De Gea, didn't want it, turned it outside.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
he doesn't never panics. He's a solid center back.
Solid, dude.
Get
solid.
Koulibaly next to him next year. We'll fucking have a chance at something.
Chill.
Sure, man.
Look,
Sure.
the way United's going right now, looks like they're going to qualify for top 4.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, they will be because
What-
Arsenal and
Spurs.
Chelsea and Spurs are all starting to lack a little bit.
I think Chelsea, out of the 3 London teams there, are the best. They're the most proven. Arsenal,
Well, that's because
Spurs,
they,
and
because they have
Chelsea.
Hazard.
Yeah.
They just have the better team
And
and
they're-
have the
and they're
experience of
champions,
actually
yeah.
winning.
Yeah,
You know what I
they're
mean? Versus
champions.
like Spurs are a deeper team, but these injuries could come back to bite them. We'll see how long Harry Kane's out. Pochettino said he was worried about him after the game,
Dude,
and
even Sissoko.
essentially they're screwed without him, which they are, man. And with Son
Like-
leaving now, like
Yeah.
we'll see where they get
look,
their
this
goals
is-
from. Ali now it's like Delhi, you step up against these other low key who was a Burnley and stuff like that they're playing next.
Arsenal weak team. Oh, the
Yeah, the Spurs
teams coming
schedule.
forward, yeah.
Yeah, so like now we got to see. All right, Dele Alli, you're the man that everyone's gunning for now. Are you gonna step up in these next matches?
Look, I think they are, man, and this is where I think Pochettino gains his record. So everyone's critique on him is that look, he hasn't won shit. He hasn't won shit.
Yeah.
But if you look at the way he manages his teams, man, this guy, you give him $400 million in a window, he might bring you a title or a Champions League.
It's a risk. That's
It's a
a risk
risk
you have
that, like-
to take. But all you could do is judge it on what he's done so far.
So exactly, and I'm judging it on his management of this team that spends the least money in the top 6 and has finished top 3 in the last 3 years.
Doing a
You know what
lot
I
with
mean?
less.
Does he?
With
Hey,
so little, but he's doing so like Tottenham looks like a shiny. They go to the Camp Nou.
But what
and
would
they
you
play
say
with
to
their
those
chests
people?
out.
Like, okay, easy. He's got Harry Kane. He's got Eriksen. He's got Vertonghen. He's got Alderweireld and
He's
Dele
managing
Alli.
those people. Look at Sarri struggling. Look at Mourinho struggling. He had Pogba. He had Lukaku. He had Rashford. He had blah blah blah. You can always say that.
But these
But
guys,
at the end of
these
the
guys
day,
are nobodies before.
They're
you
nobodies,
know?
and now we're looking at him as like, wait, could they make Champions League quarterfinal? Like this is
But the
crazy,
que-
and
the
they don't
que-
spend money. But like I was gonna say, he's managed injuries before. I don't think he's managed a crisis this big with Sissoko.
4 fronts. He's fighting
with
on 4 fronts still
Sissoko,
too.
Son, and Kane being out. I think those people have all taken a turn,
Mm.
and Son has carried when Kane was out, and blah blah blah. They all help
Probably
each
gonna be
other out.
Lamella, Dele Alli, and
Eriksen.
maybe
No, Harry
Eriksen.
Kane's gonna
Yeah,
play
I'll
with the club. He's gonna get a
4-4-2
club
maybe,
foot.
or-
He's
yeah.
gonna duct tape the shit out of it. He's gonna play every game.
Dude,
He's
exactly.
not coming
Watch
out.
Spurs. Watch
He'll
watch
fucking play
Spurs,
through
man.
the
We'll
pain.
see.
He's got no World Cup this
Well,
year.
I was
Depends
Pochettino's
what it
about
is.
this.
If
I'm
it's a
thinking-
groin,
No, it was his ankle. It said his ankle
his
was
ankle,
swollen.
okay.
That's what I read.
I think they're going to play almost
Yeah.
a false 9 with Dele Alli, have Lucas Moura and Lamella on the
They
outsides.
got Lucas Moura too.
Uh,
They could come out of this test okay. They're going to drop points, I think, because you can't win as many games without Harry Kane. Fact of life.
that's to me.
But
That's the main
They've
variable.
given themselves enough of a cushion to where they can stumble a little bit. Like they're not fighting for the title, so let's keep it real. They're fighting for top 4. They've given themselves a bit of a cushion to where
So
they could.
They're on 48 points. Arsenal
on
and Man
41.
United are on 41.
So that
So
gives
the
you
way
2
Man
games
U's
to
trending, upwards. Arsenal's trending downwards.
Yep.
Spurs, with these injuries, trending downwards. And I'd say Chelsea's trending upwards. So, in the end, if things go as we say, top 4 could be Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea 3rd, Man U 4th, with the Arsenal or Spurs finishing 5th and 6th.
After this game, I expect United to finish top 4. I expect them to. It's not they could. No, I expect them to from their run right now.
Spurs. And that's what I was saying with like playing with house money argument is like, look, I understand like
you expect who to Spurs or Man United
to finish top 4, but like this, like it was always the expectation for me, at least with a new manager coming in, top 4, just so we can sign Koulibaly, blah 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 next year. So
on paper, you should be finishing top 3 at minimum.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying with this real life situation, that's why like when you guys were saying like, oh, you're playing with house money, there's no pressure at United. It's like false, man. The pressure is there for.
There's
top
always
4.
pressure, but it is house money for Solskjaer. Yeah. He's not going to get fired.
And you know what?
Look, to get that window.
We all know that I'm a Liverpool fan, but if it was like anybody else in United, like it's so hard not to root for him. He seems like a genuine dude. He seems like a nice guy. Everyone seems to love him.
He's got the boy face.
But it's not like that. But like, when have you seen him scream at somebody? When have you seen him give any attitude to somebody? No, he's just he just goes out there with pure like happiness, genuine. It's just like, dude, you love that type of guy.
He's perfect for this club, as would Ryan Giggs have been if he
talks to Sir Al.
You know what? Bullshit, bro.
You know what, Al? Dude, Solskjaer strengthened your point. Like, I still don't know,
you know what
bro.
they say? He knows the club.
I feel less strong about it, bro.
He knows the club. He knows all the players.
They were quoting you, bro. They were quoting you straight up.
Man, Ryan Giggs was there since he was like 13.
You've been saying that for years, man.
No, man, you see him celebrate the goals with Michael Carrick. You know, on the bench. Like the amount, like Michael Carrick is celebrating hard. Like he never celebrated with Jose. Like you can see even the.
But I don't think it was allowed.
They're in Dubai, like working hard.
But I bring
it
up because I mean, with Pochettino not getting funds, is he getting frustrated? Do you think enough to leave, or is he going to stay? I mean, because there were links with he's the biggest link to United, obviously,
and Madrid.
But there were Fugazi links this weekend about Gareth Southgate taking the United job.
Dude, I don't know if it's Fugazi. So like
that would be awful.
Look, but let's not act like fucking our board has always done the right thing. I think they're looking for a name here.
Dude, give me Sam Allardyce.
Southgate has...
that would be such a... That would be such a mistake to look for a name.
But why do
that? I think that's
that worked for the New England Revolution when they got Brad Friedel, right?
I think that's...
Oh, wait, man. First year. Give him his first year.
Hey, wait.
First year.
They had Stevie
Nicol. Give everyone else a first year buffer.
No, that's what happens when you go for the name.
Anyway, going for the name.
Dude,
but Southgate would not be good. Stay with the dude. If you're gonna go for a big name, go for that.
Man, you already did that. They went for Van Gaal.
No, that's fine. No, I'm saying Mourinho. I'd be okay with that. But if you're gonna go for someone like Southgate, no, I think that's worse for the club because this right now, so far, so good.
Get a dude who's managing at the club level at least.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think Southgate's a good option. Maybe in a few years. To give him credit, man, what he's done with the England team.
No doubt.
Hey, you know what? Nobody remembers, man. His first season as a manager was at Middlesbrough. This is going way back in the day. He just retired, injuries, started coaching, didn't have any badges, and they got to like the European Cup final that year, the UEFA Cup final, and they lost. That guy Macaroni.
Yeah.
I remember that dude.
But like he took that team his first year, like somehow through his fucking abilities, got them to a cup final.
Yeah,
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
But this is also the first time in a while that the club seems to be the most powerful situation right now. Because before it was like, maybe the Jose was a little bit bigger than the club at times. Pogba seemed like a little bit bigger than the club at times. There were certain managers, certain players are bigger than. Right now, the club seems like the biggest entity, and that's the biggest thing for United.
Big, yeah. It's not about the.
That's the number one thing for
me.
They're playing. It's the mentality and the emotions are, put on check a little bit with this guy.
Man. But before we finish, man, we talk about the Marcus Rashford finish. We didn't even touch on it.
We just called it clinical, but this kid
clinical. That's not clinical.
You know what else I learned that brings me to something
special.
What is he? 20?
Something else that I learned about this game, dude. That look. This isn't a solid fact.
I thought we were done about this game.
Marcus Rashford, look, man, he could eclipse Harry Kane.
21 years old right now.
At his peak. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to score 20 goals in 5 league seasons. I think that's something Harry Kane's done. Like, in 5 consecutive league seasons, he scored over 20-plus goals.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if we'll get that consistency from Rashford, but what I'm saying is his peak
What, you think
at his peak.
You'll get a 36-game season?
Harry Kane's a 90 right now. Rashford could be a 92, and we could get.
Well, he's also linked with.
He could do a.
He's linked with
Madrid. 40+ goals,
Okay.
The level of talent this dude has, man. Because if he puts it all together, now that's a big if because I'm speaking potential, but he's finally playing in his primary position, and if you get the right manager, a lot of ducks have to line up.
What about the right club?
The ceiling is
What about the
ridiculous.
right club, not right manager? He's linked with Madrid right now, so I'm just saying.
Club, man. But his finishing, his finishing has
Vinicius,
improved considerably since Ole took over. I don't know if it's the finishing school he set up there or what, but the finish he had this weekend was just incredible. It was
I think it's also the lack of just pressure, man. I don't think Solskjaer can coach. I don't think those 10 missed breakaways were because Rashford didn't work on his finishing. I think it was mentality, the pressure.
Wasn't relaxed.
No,
Exactly. And Solskjaer comes in, who scored the most epic goal in United fucking history, comes in and says, dude, this is what you do when you're on a break, 1, 2, 3.
I think
Rashford posted that picture with him learning. It's like, dude, you're going to...
Calm
down.
Look.
That
Solskjaer is an ex-striker.
Yes,
it.
but at the same time, that shot was more about Rashford more than any coaching in the last
100%.
month or 2
Agreed,
months.
that's what I'm saying. But it was mental. Rashford always had that shot, but he had 10 opportunities to hit that shot, and he missed 10 of them.
No.
Dude,
he scored some really nice goals, especially when he first came in.
Listen
what
he
he's
missed
saying.
10 breakaways in a row under Mourinho.
Okay. No, I know what you're saying, but
But it's always been in him. That's what I'm saying. It's mental. It's not like a coach that finish. It was always there.
Now we're seeing him banging free kicks from
mental.
distance. It's confidence. So much of this game is confidence, dude.
Yeah.
So much. All right, guys, let's get the fucking drubbing over.
Oh.
West Ham 1, Arsenal 0, London Derby. I mean, come on, man, go in, guys. What the hell?
Forever blowy bubbles, pretty bubbles in the United. United.
I think you expected us to come jumping all over you, but the thing is, we only jump over teams that we're afraid of right now.
Thank you.
So when it comes down to Arsenal, it's
that's
like
a little shot. When it comes out,
Arsenal is just
bluster.
it's a cute project right now.
I think, look,
This is the reality of Arsenal, man. This is who I expected Arsenal to be in September. They had the new manager.
20 games unbeaten. Oh my gosh!
Exactly.
Whoa, it's good.
I think
stumbles.
It was literally the honeymoon phase. This is the
injuries.
quintessential.
Is someone
But
falling
it's
down the
injuries.
stairs?
It's all of it,
Injuries.
man. Even before injuries, that back line was always suspect. The difference was your forwards were firing. Aubameyang slowing down. Lacazette is hit or miss now. You're not getting goals from Ramsey, Ozil, like the midfield Mkhitaryan's
You're not playing
out.
Ramsey.
They've only kept Nasri.
Yeah, that was a long shot.
But no, here's the thing.
Nasri came back to bite us in the ass, bro. All the bullshit.
First game
that
back.
pisses me off the most about
love
this,
it.
dude.
No, man, I don't.
Nasri
He
gets an
balled.
assist.
He balled, dude.
Asshole, dude.
Nasri aside, I know Ramsey's leaving in the summer. He already signed the pre-contract with Juve,
Dude.
right? But why are you not playing him?
No, he is.
Because
he
he's
is.
leaving, even though he's
Why
probably
are you
our
not
best
starting him?
midfielder.
Starting him.
Good question.
Fucking play the dude.
I'm more concerned about Torreira not starting. I know he's been in bad form lately. He made 2 mistakes in 2 games, and he was on the pitch. So okay, maybe not the greatest form, but he's clearly, to me, a better option than Xhaka. To me, Granit Xhaka. Once again, this guy giving the ball away, and he's been our captain.
Man, you back this guy, you don't back this guy.
Me?
You pull the rug out from under him.
When he
hate
does
Xhaka.
well, I acknowledge it, but I hate Xhaka. I don't like this dude.
All right,
man.
well, I just want to clear that.
I
don't-
Snacks. I
I
think
don't-
Snacks might rate shot.
I don't fuck with Xhaka like
hates
that,
him
and it's
too.
because he gives possession away. He's not the smartest of players. He's got a great left foot.
He's a
on
hothead,
him.
dude.
He can ping.
He's stupid tackles.
Very immobile too. Very immobile, man.
Immobile
Needs
and
that
emotional.
ladder work.
Yeah, dude. He
Get
look.
that hip.
So
going.
this wasn't even like a fluky goal for West Ham. They were the better team throughout the day, I think.
Yeah.
I really thought that West Ham was the better team. If they did not get 3 points, look, I know Arsenal had the better possession and all that stuff, equal shots, but I think West Ham had the better chances overall.
Yeah,
So if
we
West
had-
Ham
we
didn't
had
get 3
our
points,
chances
I think
too,
that
though.
was a loss. That was lost.
We were cowish in some moments too. There was a pass at Guendouzi just missed to Aubameyang. Aubameyang just needed if it's a perfect pass, he can hit it first time.
Yep.
Even
Hey,
if
can
it's
Arsenal play
any
stay on
good, he
sides
can
for a
take
moment?
touch on it. So look, man, The thing is this defense. That's the issue.
You guys are playing 3 at the back. Yeah, I know you have in the outside backs, but you guys need to play 7 at the back. Your defense is
They need to
horrendous.
play 2, especially because they're struggling with center backs. I don't know why you'd use all 3 center backs in this game.
Look, Hector Bellerin's just coming back from injury, so he didn't start him this match. A lot of the thing was player selection, and I think the reason why we used the 3 center backs because those are the most healthy dudes.
I would probably take Burnley's defense over your defense right now.
You play a fullback formation, so you pull out one of your center backs. You have Kolasinac
You know what the issue is? What we've discovered with Kolasinac, he's very exposable at actual left back.
Okay.
So he's a way better wing back from what I've seen than an actual left back. He gets
I
exposed
like his
defensively.
crosses. His crosses are nice.
Look, he
but
can
he
go
makes
forward
dumb
well.
fouls too.
Exactly.
He doesn't have the best first touch.
Isolating him at left back so our defense in general is weak, dude. It's just it's a very weak defense. But my bigger issue is, and a takeaway that, you knew sometimes you get moments of clarity in life out there, PFC Nation, where you have to take a step back and potentially acknowledge.
Tell
something.
Arsenal TV to do that.
This might be Arsene Wenger. This might be me taking a step back. And all those years, I was so Wenger out. My eyes are slowly. It's almost like Bird Box. Like you don't want to take the blindfold all the way off, but you just want a little peek.
You're
My
seeing
eyes
little
are
shadows.
slowly opening to the fact that our ownership, it is the main. That's the crux of all the Arsenal bullshit. Is Stan Kroenke and that whole regime.
Gazetas.
Because that's what it is. It's a regime.
Man,
it's not an ownership.
Like Arsenal, man, that's the same thing at Newcastle with Mike Ashley. It's the same thing at United with the Glazers. They're fucking us over for over a decade now. It took Fergie to paper over the cracks.
Dude.
It starts with the ownership, man. Liverpool, Fenway Sports Group. Let's buy Andy Carroll. Let's buy, Let's buy
No, that wasn't
Charlie
Fenway.
Adam.
No, that wasn't Fenway Sports Group.
Whoever the hell it was. Idiots.
Ownership is so slept on. Like look at the Chief Mansour at Manchester
It
City.
filters down.
That's like a newer type owner. Roman Abramovich. These are guys who are actually going to the games. They're watching. When a team loses, they're sad. They feel those emotions. When a team wins a cup, they're joyous. They're excited. They're on the pitch running around like a little kid. I don't see that in Stan Kroenke and the ownership. This is a business. This is a business, how Arsenal Football Club is being run. And our ambition doesn't match all the other big clubs. That's why we got small club mentality.
It doesn't match your fans either.
It doesn't. We want more as fans.
Who outspends you this transfer window?
Not the Spurs.
Among other teams. In
Bournemouth.
Who else?
Fucking West Brom, probably. They got relegated.
Fulham.
Fulham's
New England Revolution.
So where's your ambition?
Yeah.
Where's Arsenal's ambition? And that they have the audacity to charge the highest ticket prices in all of the EPL.
New
I'm not
stadium.
even from London, and that shit's ridiculous, dude. And you see, people aren't going to the games. When's the last time you saw a packed out Emirates?
2008.
It's sad, dude. What? It's a shitty condition. I'm not overreacting to this result. It's more the fact that we're in January. We see what the issues are. Address them, and we're not addressing the weaknesses.
What do you need to do in January before the window's up? You buy somebody?
Yeah, anyone. Just tape them up.
Well, if we're going to talk about January, real quick.
Came out and said there's no money.
I know. Why not?
Quick.
Where is it?
If there's going to be talk
Where's the
about
money?
transfer, because the money's coming from maybe Ramsey going to Juventus.
No, that's
because
free.
No, because Arsenal put the price tag of £18 million on
Huss.
Ramsey. If Juventus want to buy him now, then they would take.
Why would they with the
They'll-
midfield they have?
Well, maybe they're going for Champions League because you only have so much time with Cristiano. So because 18 mil is not that much. So might as well just bring him in right now. But
And then
especially
spend that on Dennis
especially the
Suarez.
way that
Sweet.
Juventus does business, because they get so many players off of free transfers. They have a nice little kitty. The point is, if they get that 18 mil, then you got Suarez coming, not Luis Suarez from
Dennis.
Barcelona. Yeah, Dennis Suarez from maybe Barcelona coming in. But is it? Like, would he help though? Because that's
don't
not
know.
a player. That's not the type of player you need. You got wingers. You got offensive players. You don't need that type of player. You don't need Suarez
We need
to come
defenders.
in.
We need center backs, fullbacks,
and
D mids.
exactly. That's the big one for me.
Like,
you
defense-
don't
But
need
look, you
center backs as much.
again. They just try to address it with Torreira and Gundogan.
Yeah, you got to give them time.
Like you can't
that's fine.
bring in another D mid. Like it hasn't. been
I'm
enough
saying that
time.
they messed up
Unless
too
you're
many times
bringing
with
in
El
Pro.
Neni and Shaka.
They did. That's
but with
Wenger.
Socrates
That's Wenger
back
stuff.
there, I'm fine. Mustafi's not a great one.
Mustafi can go now.
He has 1, maybe 2 years left.
No, you're done with Mustafi.
I'm officially done with Mustafi now. He's consistently inconsistent. That's my thing with him. Sometimes he'll have good games. He'll score from a header. I'm like, oh shit, all right, this guy's got potential. I knew it was going on sideways when Mustafi began to not start for Germany. When he was at Valencia, he was starting for Germany. They throw him in at left back, center back, right back. Gets to Arsenal. A couple months later, this dude's on the bench. So ever since then, man, I think he's like, all right.
What about Rice? Declan Rice.
Yeah,
what about this kid?
I had him in fantasy for the first 5 weeks.
What happened?
Didn't he had I think he had a red card or something, so he stopped playing.
So
I had to get rid of him.
Scores the winner in this
Kid's
one.
got a hell of a brow.
Sam Nasri with the assist.
Did you see his shit?
Felipe Anderson was balling out there.
Yeah, he was.
Continued. I just dropped him in fantasy. Speaking of fantasy, but I mean, he was one of the better
Your
players.
boy
on
Cresswell too.
Cresswell.
Got
Dude,
beat.
and Arnautovic, man,
beat.
the body language ends up getting subbed in this game for an injury. But it looks like there's rumors saying he's officially moving to China.
He wants to come to Arsenal. Wants to leave West Ham.
No,
China, bro.
China's the big one.
I had Declan Rice because he
China's
was
the one that came
4.5. Looked like a good one because he's playing in midfield. Then they play Liverpool, got smoked for 4-0.
He
got
fantasy.
Rice got subbed off with 45 at halftime, so he didn't play for the next 3 games.
We may as well
they just put him on the bench.
about Liverpool now.
I'm talking about Declan Rice and West Ham
that's
and
where
fantasy.
we're at. Liverpool scraping by Brighton and Hove Albion away 1-0.
Hate that name. And Hove Albion.
Mo Salah diving again.
That was on dive.
Diving again to get pennies.
Yeah. That was a fish right there.
Diving right into the pool. The pool of shit pool. Man, this game was boring as hell. This game was done.
Dude,
First half
this is a Champions game.
It was a grind.
This is a Champions game.
First
man.
half was trash.
They go to Brighton. It's cold. It's rainy. Very physical team, and they come away with a penalty. Man, like this is what when you see a team lift the trophy. It's not because they beat a top 4 team back in the day.
Because they grinded an away win.
They grinded those away wins.
After
man.
2 losses.
Another clean sheet.
And that was the big one. So before the game, Trent Alexander-Arnold went down with an injury in warm-up with an ankle injury. Everyone thought Milner was going to start because he went through a very intense warm-up. So like, okay, he's out. All I'm thinking is great because we just sold Klein, or we just put Klein on the market to Bournemouth. Great, awesome. Now we have no one going there. But basically, Trent said tenacity and painkillers got him through the game. So it is what it is. Hopefully,
that's scary for the long haul.
That's very scary. That's why I said even if Klein wanted to leave, I'm sorry, bro, you can't leave this year. We can maybe sell you in the summer, but not now. I would have said you are not leaving. I'm sorry, but
Klopp also does this with Salah. He leaves him in for like all 90 minutes. He subbed him out in like the 92nd minute. This game just was more of.
Well, I'm saying if Klein's here,
time.
Klein starts this game if he's not in Bournemouth right now.
I don't know if he does.
In my mind,
Klopp
he should have.
loves to stick with his starting 11, especially after 2 losses. I think you guys needed this game as a bounce back game. The FA Cup game, I wouldn't put too much weight on as a heavy rotation
but if you
type of
saw
game.
Trent during the game, he got the ball. There was times that he didn't move. He was just trying to do flicks through the side. Yeah, he worked himself into the game, but you saw Virgil van Dijk was going nuts on Trent a couple times because his position was horrible. Because you obviously know that he was hurting a little bit. He wasn't as agile as usual.
He's young as
exactly.
well.
Well, no, it's mostly. I think it was more physical because you don't see him screaming at Trent that much throughout a game. I think it was because he was hurting and he wasn't tracking back. I mean, even 5 feet difference can make the difference in position.
You got Fabinho starting at center back in this game too. I thought he did all right.
He did really good.
Yeah, I thought he held his own, man.
He did very good for what I was expecting. Look, he was tied for like aerial wins, tackles. He had 85% pass succession. I mean, he ended up even with a shot. But the point is, we saw this with Chan when we had all the defensive issues at Liverpool. I don't like this. This scares me.
This is the exact reason we talk about Liverpool depth.
It's
for this situation.
This is why I'm okay with splashing another 100 mil on another defender that's top class. That's fine. Because if you have Gomez, Lovren, and Matip always going down with a random injury, that you need players
you can rely on.
You need versatile players that can tough it out for the full season. And guess what? It's a small percentage of players that not only have the skill level, but have the tenacity to be able to play week in, week out type of season.
Year in, year
out.
in.
Well, I was going to say year in, year out type of play. But the point is, you have Virgil who's doing really good, knock on wood. But the thing is, if you have another player at top class, you can rest one at a time.
Yeah, look, man. As long as you have Salah on the pitch, like you guys, you're gonna be fine against teams like this. Like obviously the upper echelon teams, you have to bring. Everyone has to show up. But this dude, and the goal was a result of I think the halftime talk. I think they scored like the 48th minute. I think Klopp just went in on him. Was like, guys, you're better than them. Just use your individual brilliance in the areas. Like
just dribble.
There was a lot of talk. Virgil made a talk to the players.
Yeah. Maybe he's a leader. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's turning out that
you know what? A halftime talk, and I think that kind of like because Salah started picking the ball up in midfield and just driving, just running at people.
If Virgil's on his team 2 years from now, I'd bet anything that he is the captain.
He's already captain.
No. I'm saying that. Forget Henderson. Forget Milner.
So.
The club captain?
I think he is
the
captain.
Doing it because they don't want to be mean to Henderson.
No,
Henderson's the coach's son. So
look,
like, all right, let's keep him around. Like, let's give him the badge.
Pass it to Jordan. Pass it to Jordan.
He's the coach's son.
Get this kid off the field.
No, Jordan did pretty well. I can tell you who I'm scared about still. The one person I'm still scared about.
Give Jordan the ball.
Sadio Mane. Again. Sadio Mane was just...
Nothing.
That's
Shaqiri too, dude. So
Shaqiri almost got a goal. I mean, he was like a foot away from the
win,
win,
got subbed out so ASAP, bro.
I know, but early in the game, he's like, 15, 20 minutes in, he missed the post.
And he gets his head.
But if he gets that goal, everything, that's going
great
from
if, bro.
super sub again.
Way to be first sub. It's looking more and more like he's super sub, dude. He's going to turn this on. These are the type of games where you give your coach a selection day headache.
Well, how about Keita does something on the field so we can take him off?
Yeah, Keita's that dude.
You just give him the ball away. He almost scores the tie. Like he comes in and he gives the ball away right away.
And it's also with the depth of the center backs because if depth of center backs are better, then Fabinho can push up. You can have Weegee, Henderson, and Fabinho there, so you can actually go three at the front as well.
You need 6 center backs, bro.
Look, the point is, Shaqiri, he's done extremely well this year, so you can't lose faith in him.
No, not at all. He has to keep it up.
Time out. I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying if he has 3 more duds in a row or something, yeah, dude. Or
no, but
2
even
more duds.
still, 1 dud at a club like Liverpool, like, is a big deal because you're going for the league. Like, he can't afford to go.
Speak to Sadio about that.
I know. Sané's struggling too.
Sadio's done it over years, though. It's just, I think he doesn't.
He's also disappeared over the years.
Doesn't like Salah, bro.
Yeah, I think there might be something there. Hey, there might be a little bit of friction between Salah.
I don't think so.
Mane and Firmino.
I don't think they're the best. I don't think that Mane and Salah are the best passing to each other, but I don't think there's any friction between each other.
That's what I think it has friction. Like
friction. I think it may have to do with Klopp as well. Like a little bit of like, who's my number one guys? They're like,
who do I love? Who do I give more hugs to, guys?
A little bit because look,
who's getting more hugs? I'm sorry. 2 more tied up. Okay.
He's wearing the 10 jersey now, so like, you get the 10, you feel like, all right, man, like I'm the man now, and then Salah comes in, you're splashing. No, I'm playing center forward this year, and guess what? I'm not tracking back either, son. Salah, he does not track back. He doesn't, and he shouldn't. That's where he gets his rest at the center forward position. Yeah, when he loses, sometimes he'll chase, but not like last year. And Mane's doing the hard work. Tracking back.
He got the Neymar routine.
Yeah, dude.
Neymar versus Messi routine right there.
Just watch out for that a little bit.
No, I'm fine. I understand. And look, that's why there's also still rumors about Liverpool going after wingers maybe this summer. In the
Pulisic, right?
Yeah, I wish. No, but the other dude that took, but will be taking Pulisic's, was it Sancho?
Jadon.
Oh my god! Yeah. I hope you guys don't get Sancho.
So he's the one on the rumor block for him. There's also a couple other guys, but he's one that's huge on the rumor mills. That's one of the reasons why they stopped with Pulisic because the transfer fee was too high. They could go in for him for next summer. Look, it is what it is, Mane. If you're not swinging, we gotta sit you for a moment. If you scoring goals,
you're not sweating it.
But the thing is, like, it is what it is, bro.
No, that's true. That's depth, dude. That's depth. Everyone's position's gotta be threatened. You're gonna see Sané this season, I think, have a better season than he did last season in less games, because he knows if I take 2 games off, it's Mahrez's position for the next 3 or 4 matches.
I think Sané is in a different echelon than Mane.
No, look, you can argue that. Maybe this year it's a little bit more evident, but last year you couldn't really argue either, man. Mane helped you get to the Champions League.
Oh, no. I'm not saying last year. I'm talking about this year. But I'm saying
this year, Sané got benched at the start of the season.
Sané's already better than Mane?
I think they're even right now. Next year, Sané will be better than Mane. And then I
Look,
think it's just going to get
hard-
worse
it's
and
hard to
worse
tell.
as years go on.
Yeah, it's hard
Yeah,
to tell.
we'll
He
see.
could be. Sonic could be better.
I think Mane was better last year. I think it's pretty
Mane
even
can
right
just
now.
fucking find his finishing again. He'll be back to normal. But like,
Well,
that's
that's
an if. But factually, in reality, right now, what you're saying is not crazy.
But
at
it's tough, I think, for Mane because a lot of his goals. I fear this is a gut feeling. I obviously didn't watch every single goal that Mane
all.
had, but
Boy, here we go.
when they had the front three
Deep
rather
from
than the front
the gut.
four,
Here we go.
Mane was able to get open so much, and they were able to break so fast that Mane would have clean shots.
The counterattack.
And that's why that transition was so great for all three of them because they passed the ball very well, especially with Firmino in the middle, who did most of the passing between the three, and they would set each other up for easy shots or high percentage shots, shall we say, not easy shots. But now that Mane may not have that extra 10 feet of space or that extra lead. Now he has to create the shot a little bit more. Now he has to put a little extra swirl on it. Or he might have someone coming in on him, maybe 2 or 3 feet closer to him, so he has to be more precise. And he's missing. He's missing that that little extra pizzazz on the shot a little bit, shall we say, finesse. Because when you have one less second, you have one less second to think, one less second
Weren't you the
to
dude?
react.
Hold up, before the podcast, you were like, "Screw finesse. You don't need finesse.
Yeah.
Just power through it."
Did.
That was you,
Did.
right?
That was us.
All
Okay,
of a sudden,
Obviously, I was joking.
Oh, yeah,
we
you
were
listen
talking
to
about
finesse.
FIFA. We were
listen
talking about
to
FIFA, the
finesse.
video game.
yeah, all right, bro.
Yeah.
You're talking about
Ryan
fantasy.
Huxtable. Chelsea 2, Newcastle 1. Boring Chelsea here. Even when they win, man, it's boring. And I think it's because Hazard is unfortunately the sacrificial lamb for Sarri, man. Sarri's just handcuffing him at that number 9 position.
He's got no choice.
That opens it up for
He's
everyone
got no
else.
choice.
Pedro Willian enjoying it today.
Come on, man.
But-
They're winning though. Majority of the games with him starting at false 9.
But we
They're
know
winning.
Hazard, it's not enough for the team to just be winning. He's that dude. Like, of course he wants the team to win, so he'll play that position. But you know in the background, when the camera's off,
Look,
he's like, Coach, get me back out wide. I'm
wants to
trying to
play out
make
wide.
this Madrid.
Yo, he
Madrid
still laid
move."
on it. Man, he created that first goal for Willian, man. His hold
He
up
did.
play in
He's
the
brilliant,
midfield, turned beautifully on the ball.
But he should be the one
He got the
scoring
assist.
it. You know what I mean? Like, not that he's selfish, but he should be in that
He should
position.
be doing both. But yeah, I know what you mean.
I think
he
as though
doesn't
as long
have
as-
that option, man. Higuain coming over in January, still rumors.
Yeah,
yet to
they got to make
materialize.
that happen, man.
They're getting stronger and stronger, but I mean, he still picked up the assist in this game. He didn't.
I think as
Yeah,
long as
this
he's
is
the
not-
man, as long as he's like playing and
Yeah.
he's
No, but
one of the
But he
most
wants
important
2 goals.
players
no,
on
He
the
wants-
he
pitch.
came out in the media and said he
No.
doesn't want to play number 9. Like,
I know,
I'm not
I know.
saying-
I think it's not as like but I don't think it's to the point where he'll make a locker room stir over it. I think he's not 100% happy.
I think
but
he'll make a
bite-
media
I think
stir.
he'll.
I think
he'll
he'll make a
bite it
media
for
stir.
I think he'll
That's
do the
what we
same thing
different.
they did when Jose was around and wasn't getting his way.
That's it.
'Cause
Media
he'll
stirred-
get
already
hit.
Media stirred Sarri about the number 9 position.
Yeah, he doesn't like
a
it.
month ago. He said
Yeah.
he doesn't like it. You know what I mean? So like, it's basically a hint to Chelsea in January. Like, hey man, make this Higuain move happen. Maybe bring back Bashrat. Just something to make Hazard happy at left wing. Because he's not going to go quietly, bro. He's not going to spend the next 4 months chilling at number
you know what?
9
If they-
quietly. He'll do it because
If
he's a
they
team
don't,
player.
and that's what I mean. If they don't secure a center forward, and Giroud stays with the terrible form he's in, and Morata is
He'll play
banged
there,
up
but
still.
you're losing him in the summer because he's already been flirting with that line.
But I
and
think
now
the-
you're not playing him in his position. Promises are broken. You know what I mean? Like,
I won't think
Well,
that would
I
be
mean,
the reason he
do-
leaves.
do you
no,
think-
it'll be
no.
the justification.
Do you think
like,
Hazard should even
straw.
go back to left wing? Because the way Tom thinks, I mean, Willian has stolen the position from Hazard because he's
just saying.
such a great winger.
Oh, but he's an even better attacking mid.
He is better at attacking mid.
Yeah, right. Bullshit, bro.
No,
You wanna talk
it's
about the
not-
Charlotte. We
because
just don't see
just
Willian. We don't
because-
see Willian on the left.
Just
wing.
because he scored a very nice goal doesn't mean he's a winger. Because just like when Super Mario was at
No,
Liverpool,
you know what makes him a
people
winger?
described him as he scores great goals, but he's not a great goal scorer. All right, let's get into Willian. 2018, 2019,
great.
3 goals, 4 assists in 1,430 minutes played. I'm not even going to go for the minutes, but last
Break
year,
that down.
6 goals, 8 assists. The year before that, 8 goals, 3 assists. The year before that, when he was attacking mid, 5 goals, 10 assists. Before that, 2 goals, 4 assists. Then before that, 4 goals, 3 assists. If you think those
So he
are
had
good
one
numbers,
Standout year at
if you
attacking
think
mid.
no, what I'm saying
That
is
5 goal, 10 assists.
so you
year.
agree those stats suck. So I'm saying is for a top 4 team that should be going for a Champions League and be playing in Champions League. If you think those numbers are good enough for a starting winger, I'm sorry, but maybe for Arsenal,
They're
not for Chelsea.
They're definitely not.
But
they're definitely not
this
good
year,
numbers for a starting.
3 goals for Willian,
No.
7 goals for Pedro.
Oh, let me make one point then.
Okay.
They're not great numbers, but that doesn't justify him being a better attacking midfielder than winger. You just threw numbers at me.
No,
and
no,
you're
no.
like
What I'm
ipso
saying is that
factor,
I've
he's a
been
better
saying-
attacking mid. That's bullshit, dude.
No, I'm saying that they need to buy a better winger who can
Okay,
score.
then.
So then Willian can play in the midfield.
Pulisic.
But yeah,
Or buy a striker so Hazard can go to the left and then put Willian
you
in the
mean
middle of the field.
with Jorginho and Conte and Kovacic and
Yes.
Barkley and
he's
all,
better than
all these
Kovacic.
dudes, man.
You put Conte, Jorginho with Willian.
Bus.
Because
Like-
with those guys playing
Bus.
with one pass and one playing defense, Willian can do whatever he wants. Be a
Bus.
free-flowing
No,
player.
but like,
We've been
so-
talking about Pogba all the time.
Hazard's the
No.
free-flowing player.
Yeah, so Willian just got offered a move to Barca, or Barca tried to offer a move for Willian to have him play the wing positions. Like,
Well, there's Malcolm and there's Coutinho.
Well, before they
no,
signed
Coutinho's-
Malcolm, they
Coutinho's
wanted William
like,
before,
exactly. So like,
and they couldn't get him.
this
Then they
guy's
signed Malcolm.
so elite at that position that a club like Barcelona season, they're not signing him to be the next Xavi or Iniesta. I hear what you're saying, but I think
Barcelona's
it's in
playing
your
an
head.
extra midfielder. Like that's why they're throwing Arthur
but
in
they're
there.
not signing,
I see.
They're not signing Willian to play him in the middle, bro. He might deputize in the middle once in a while when they're moving things around, but like they're not signing him as a center mid. They're just or attacking mid.
But
I just think
They're
as
just
well
not.
because he's a righty and he plays on the right wing. He doesn't score as many goals. He's more. You're gonna
service.
assist more from there because you're gonna beat someone down the line and cross it in versus him
So
playing
many
on the
assists.
left wing where he cuts in and
You're
can
right.
score.
So many assists, 4.
like he did in this game.
Gets so many assists, 4. So World Cup, he had 5 appearances, 1 goal.
He had an awful
Okay.
World Cup, but so did Gabriel Jesus.
Look at Martial. Martial,
So did
they
Messi.
say we were saying Martial is having a bad career so far. United, he really hasn't clicked in yet. He's had 9 goals, 2 assists, 9 goals, 6 assists, 4
does that
goals,
mean?
6 assists, and 11 goals, 6 assists.
What
What I'm
does
saying
that
is
mean?
we're saying Martial has been doing not so great for United.
Who's saying
He has
that?
better numbers than Willian at the winger. And then if you go Sanchez,
because he's a striker. Martial
no, but
played
on the,
striker at Monaco.
that's how Martial
So-
was on the outside
he's
for
a,
United.
Yeah, because he's a better finisher. Because his primary position is a striker, like he played at Monaco. Look, Willian is a natural winger. Yeah, he can play attacking mid, but wingers are creative players for the most part.
Creative, beat you quickly,
There's freaks, Ronaldo, Robin, guys like that who are scoring. Hazard who are scoring from the wing
Messi
position.
as well
And
when he
Work
came in.
That's not.
That's
not
why
the-
they need to make sure they get a striker to put Hazard out there. Robin was on
they
Chelsea
have
at one
that
point.
dude.
Willian's not good enough to
All-
play wing for Chelsea.
all I see is
a
that-
team that's going for
All
Champions
I'm saying
League.
is Willian is
Would
declining.
love that statement.
Pedro's declining as well. Willian also is declining. I just think we're seeing the decline of a player.
I don't think we're seeing a decline. I just see the wrong position. Because if he can play in the midfield and use his athleticism and pass the ball with Hazard, and have Hazard cut in, and then Willian can be at the top of the box or make slashes, he can get the ball. And yes, he's good at passing. I like that. But he should be in the middle of the field. I'm really too passionate about that.
You're looking at his numbers, man. It's
No,
not.
I don't get
It's
it.
not like at Liverpool where it's a free-flowing attacking system. Like Chelsea's primarily defensive, like through Mourinho, Conte, like defensive. So it's not like they were like winning games by multiple, like high score lines. It was 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, and it was very defensive discipline. I mean, Williams, that guy's gonna bust his ass on that line, recover for you, keep shape, keep the ball, and put deliveries in and create plays. Like that's his job.
Well, who's busting the line? No, that's Alonso. Busting his ass on that line.
Look, man, we'll
Alonso.
see.
On the
I hope
left.
he gets a
Yeah,
chance
Alonso-
to really
Come on
play
the right.
attacking mid, but
Willian plays on the left.
He plays on the right mid.
Willian?
yeah, right
I
wing.
thought he was playing on the left.
This
I thought.
game.
Yeah, that's this game.
But
Yes.
primarily he's a right wing.
No, I didn't say that,
Yeah.
but I'm saying this game he was playing on the left.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he was.
Yes, but if you play him in the midfield, he's much more dangerous. He can use his athleticism.
That was a
We
bad.
don't
break.
know that yet, but
We've seen it.
theoretically.
We've seen him do that. When Jose was on his outs, the one and only reason why they could even get to 10th place was because William put the team on his back.
Dude, and I remember him playing wing.
right wing.
Yeah, he was-
I remember him playing like both.
from the wing
he
cutting
played
in.
both.
Yeah, I remember
almost
playing
like
like a
Hazard.
right center midfielder.
Look, I don't know.
Look, maybe some games, man, but yeah.
Either way, man, shout out to David Luiz. No look, 60-yard through ball in the air, dude. This guy's feeling himself. Man. He's slowly starting to shed that drubbing that Germany gave him, bro.
Dude, he's just accepting who he is. I mean,
Never
yeah,
get it off.
he'll get skirted by Son Min, fucking swinging for the fences on the ball, you know. But then he'll give you dimes to win games. Like he's
But that's why this dude was linked with Barca because of, like this type
He's a
of
ball player,
distribution
yeah. Oh, it's
from the
the
center
best.
back position.
And it was much better when he was at PSG too. Obviously, stronger team. You have more time on the ball. Here is a no-nonsense, bro. You see him get the ball down the wing. And I think, again, it goes back to that drubbing where, like, just lost all discipline that game. And this past season so far, he's been automatic for Chelsea because anytime there's, like, a weird bouncing ball down the line, he just gets it out. Back in the day, he'd be trying to bring it down, control, composure. He simplified his game, and it's benefiting him, man.
Look, man, you're playing alongside a dude like Azpilicueta, consistent, leader, does the right thing day in, day out, almost Philippe Lahm-esque. Not in talent, but in just the quiet consistency.
Professionalism.
Yeah,
the dude's a 7 out of 10 every game.
He settles shit for that, man, for sure, dude.
It's brilliant, man.
But David Luiz is also 31 years old, which is deceiving. I feel like he's still like 24 years old.
Sideshow bob hair, that's why.
And then there's also been rumors about him going back to Benfica to end his career.
Yeah, possibly, man.
But he's 31. He's linked with a new contract at Chelsea. He's also linked with Barca. I don't think he should go back to Benfica just yet.
No, he doesn't.
I think he still has another 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I couldn't
battle
imagine
for his position once Christensen decides he wants it.
I kind of want him to go to Italy just to see the different mentalities of the Italian defenders in Italy.
He would love it.
But he would just bring flavor.
I want Jose to go to Italy. That's who I want.
I think that's who he's going.
Too busy
next,
being a
bro.
pundit, so.
He's not going back to Madrid.
He's chilling with Ray, man. He's just eating.
Oh, actually, that reminds me.
pineapples with Ray.
I will
It's great.
talk about the transfer news later on, but there was one about West Ham I was going to talk
Drop
about.
it. Let's drop it mid, and then we'll
Right
do
now?
quick touch.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Arnautovic. Basically, he walked off the field, took his gloves off, waving to all the fans, and then there was rumors or there was reports that he was saying, I'm about to go make a shit ton of money
Where?
in China.
Oh my God, really?
You
This
boys
is
should go
deja
do the
vu.
same
What?
thing.
Did we talk about this?
No, we didn't. Not yet. And then he said, you all should do the same.
Excuse me, Huss. We did talk about
Oh, we
it.
did? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I know, but we did.
Oh, I didn't hear that. But there was enough
It was
emphasis
during the
on
West
it.
Ham game.
No, see, the thing is, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I forgot to talk about it, but I didn't.
But it was in there. We talked about it. You should have been.
If you guys were going to talk
listening,
about
not
make
reading.
a big deal out
That's not a
of it.
big
You guys
deal.
aren't dramatic
You
enough
just
for
have to
that.
listen, dude.
That's a big deal.
Just show us the respect to listen sometimes,
I
bro.
was.
They're reading
Go
and
over
watching
there.
highlights.
This dude, bro, was hyping up the fucking Willian stats like, yeah, I'm going to get him on this.
That's what he was
Instead
working
of
on all
writing
show.
out Willian stats instead of listening.
The whole
dude.
show was.
But like
building
you
his
guys
argument.
weren't you guys are so mundane about that. That's not a mundane.
Dude, we
thing.
talked
It is
about
mundane, bro. It's
We'll
fucking
see.
West
We talked about it
Ham.
for like 2
It's about
minutes.
Arnautovic. See how we're talking about it now? This is how you should be talking about it right now with passion. That's the way Arnautovic is.
He's
Not
broke
to showing
computer.
no passion.
One
bro. That's why
half,
he's going to China.
1/3,
He's
Yeah,
done
yeah,
competing,
yeah.
bro.
1/3.
Done competing. Look, China, love the China move. I think any player who goes there, congrats, bro. You're thinking about your future. But let's not pretend this is a competitive fucking move. When you go to China, you're basically saying, look, I have the talent to compete here. It's a little too much. I'm going to go get this money. Because he has an option to go elsewhere out of West Ham, but he's just done fighting.
No, it's BS.
And there's no hate.
After this move, only 1/3 of the
Not
Bash
about this
brothers
life.
are still in the Prem.
Officially,
Joe Allen's not here.
When you go to
Arnautovic's
China,
not here.
you're not about this life. As
Shaqiri.
much as I love you,
Nah,
you're
you're just
not
not,
about
man. You're,
this
just, you're
life.
taking the money.
That's it. And there's nothing
the
wrong.
comfort.
Again,
and
I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna
judging
blame-
you for that, man,
Exactly.
because that's going to secure your grandchildren.
It
That's
reminded
it.
me because he's
That's
like
a whole
30 or
generation
31,
of
like
money.
David Luiz. That's what reminded me.
Yo, another quick snack here. Quick snack.
Snacks?
Quick snacks facts.
Snacks would have been
this
yelling about
Man
that
City
Arnautovic stuff.
apparently-
I would have heard him.
Yeah,
You guys
would've.
put me asleep.
Fernandinho
Jesus.
may be
Arnautovic. What the hell?
replaced by a Napoli midfielder simply known as Alan.
Yeah,
Al's
Alan
boy.
from Napoli.
Yep.
You said yeah.
Napoli Brazilian.
Anonymous manager, bro.
Yeah, bro, sneaky
Oh,
dude,
I
man.
like
He's a
that guy.
box-to-box dude.
I like getting him
He's
in
27
FIFA.
too.
his
Prime age.
prime.
He's
28.
figured out the position. 28.
28
He's
now.
figured out the position. So like now it's a semi plug and play. You give Fernandinho a fade out season next season, and you bleed this guy in. By the end of next season, Alan's your new Fernandinho. It's brilliant.
I feel like
Brilliant.
Napoli and Liverpool are like the same team, just different leagues. Like they're set up very, very similar.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's the
You can say that.
Sarri
A lot
effect,
of-
man. Sarri did manage them right before
No,
he came.
No,
over.
no, Liverpool.
Napoli, Liverpool.
Like they had the
Oh, wow.
4-3-3.
Yeah,
They had
no.
the same
Hey,
type
you
of.
watch a lot of
They have
Napoli
like
games?
quick winners as well.
Yes, very quick winners.
You watch a lot of Napoli games?
I mean, I watch them here and there, yeah, because I find them exciting. No, I actually prefer watching Napoli over
This is out of
Juventus.
the blue.
No, I know, but like they have that one great center back. Everyone else is all right. I mean,
Koulibaly.
I don't know. I think that for the last 2 years or so, 3 years, that Napoli and Liverpool are very similar.
Fair enough, man. Quick touch here. Everton 2, Bournemouth 0.
Blah.
A game where both managers are semi under fire. More Everton manager because he spent so much goddamn money.
Marco
Dude,
Silva's.
this guy's under serious pressure, man. Apparently, the owners come out and said, "Look, I'll give him more time, but I'm not going to give him more money."
Well, he got chased out of Watford. You know,
That's what I'm saying. They're so up and down, bro.
This was his escape route with Everton.
Did he get chased out of Watford? I thought
man,
Watford wanted him to stay.
I think
No. He destroyed the dude. Look, Watford. There's a contingent of Watford fans that call him a snake because as soon as he was linked with the Everton move,
Peace,
Watford
boys.
started to suffer. So there's people, conspiracy theorists out there who says basically he tanked the season at Watford so he could get fired, so he could get the Everton job. Because I'm sure if he left on his own, he would have left a shit ton of money on the table.
Yeah.
Conspiracy, man.
That's
this is all
weird. Yeah,
conjecture.
it's hard to tank as
But-
a coach.
Yeah, man. It was a dip. Remember
You
Charleston
stop
at
showing
Watford
up to
as well?
work
Just dipped. Absolutely dipped in January.
Maybe,
So
maybe just his
conspiracy.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
maybe,
as it stands now, man, Watford above
for it.
Everton in the table. Watford 7th, Everton is sitting in 10th. This win pushed them up a little closer, though. They're what are they? 2 points off Watford, but
Bournemouth getting blanked,
It's a
though. That's a
must-win.
surprise, man.
Bournemouth
I know
slipping, man.
Callum was out and Frazier was
Bournemouth
out.
in
Oh, no,
12th.
Frazier was in.
Bournemouth slipping down the
Yeah,
table.
dude,
They're
it's
out of the
not-
top 10.
It's
I mean,
not
this
a
game could have
surprise,
been very
Bournemouth.
different. With Cook missing that shot right there at the beginning, that could have changed everything.
Dude, Bournemouth hasn't won in 5 games with this run, man. And before that, I think it was even a longer run. Like, they're in trouble this year. Not relegation trouble.
Ever since
the
Callum
trouble
Wilson
of
stopped
taking a
scoring,
step
man.
back. Yeah,
been
dude, they have
downhill.
2 wins.
That injury.
Bro, they got 2 wins in...
Yeah, where's your boy? Stanislas.
He's around.
He's around.
He's around.
Yeah. He's
Two-
playing the right side. He's play-
You gotta get. He's
2
a
wins
7.
in 14
Stanislas
games, dude.
solid. He's solid.
Didn't they just buy
He's
Solanke?
not solid right now.
Yeah, I think they just got Solanke.
So your boy's in even more trouble.
Yeah, man, it's not good. Look, dude, Bournemouth is where Liverpool players go to die, son. Because this
Fine, it's
dude,
over
this
there
dude
as well,
Jordan
dude.
Ibe, Klein's going there now. Like,
Wasn't
Solanke.
was there for a little bit,
I
or
think-
was it Southampton straight
I
up?
think it was straight up Southampton.
Yeah, by the way, how is Klein's playing right away? This is already his second match. Solanke, where are you? Why are you not playing right now?
It's gonna be
I mean,
tough.
I know
man.
that he's kind of injured a little bit, but like, come on, bro, get in that field.
Yeah, just like that, huh? This man
Yeah.
hasn't played like a BPL minute, dude. It's gonna take a little
Crazy,
while,
man.
man. He's still a young player.
Palace won, Watford to the Palace, dropping points at home here. Watford looking like they're
I
going to have a
wasn't the
strong
only one who
season,
lost
man.
this weekend.
Speaking of Watford,
What?
because we were just talking Watford about like 2 minutes ago.
Then you're supposed to follow it up with something.
No, I just said just speaking of Watford, like
Yes,
dot.
go on.
Go on. Speak
No,
of
because
Watford.
we
You
just-
When in
interjected.
Rome.
Because you said we're not the
You
only.
interjected,
Because,
bro.
no, because Tom said it. You're not the only.
Wait, Huss.
Oh,
No, go ahead. I was waiting for you to go.
all right. Well,
That was an
anyways,
interjection, right?
with the
What-
cheesy laugh after.
Mr. Cathcart, that was one of my favorite fantasy players. Maybe about 3 years ago, he had a great season. Then he kind of disappeared a little bit. Well, guess what? He reappeared versus Palace. I also had Bisaka in fantasy. They lost the game. They let up a goal, and yet he still got all 3 points in the bonus points. This guy is a maniac. I don't see him being on Palace 2 years from now. Maybe not even next
I
year.
do.
I think people
Look,
need to take a
this-
chance on this dude.
Dude, this
Wan
guy
Bissaka.
just became a right back this first season.
Give him a chance.
No.
It's too early, bro. But
Let him-
he's
let
on
him-
the right path.
Let him defend.
Give him a chance,
Let him
dude.
defend for
Nah.
2 more years every fucking
more
day.
years?
Owning it.
Nah,
Let
bro.
him go to work.
Just
and
like
fucking
Maguire.
work.
You notice how no one's over here chirping about fucking Maguire?
Nah.
He's having a mediocre season.
Yeah,
Like I
on
said,
mediocre ass Leicester.
this kid is
He's
exactly,
injured, bro.
Dude,
He's
I mean,
injured. He's playing great. He's the best player in
Southampton
Leicester.
was mediocre, but we saw Virgil. We saw Virgil was about to slide.
Virgil's
Southampton were
Virgil's
the
a
most
class-
mediocre.
He's a class above, man.
Yeah,
You can't compare.
he's
Not a
Virgil.
class
He's
above,
not
but
Virgil
this
level.
that's the level United should be going for, not fucking
Oh,
Harry
I see
Maguire.
what you mean.
Yeah, man, like it was too early.
I'd still
I
take-
need to see that S on
I'd
his
still
chest.
take
before-
Harry Maguire.
I know you would, bro. I'm saying that's fucking wrong, man.
I would take
Can't
Wan
have that,
Bissaka
bro.
as a
I wouldn't
secondary
take
to
Phil
Trent
Jones.
Alexander.
I would not take
Tom, would you rather have Phil Jones or Harry Maguire?
Maguire hands down.
Easily Maguire.
Maguire hands down.
No
That's all
Would
I'm
I
saying.
rather have Koulibaly or Maguire, bro?
Oh, you buy both?
Fuck both.
That's
bro.
the depth. Maguire could be a dude who's like pushing for that start.
He
like,
plays three
like
at the
he's,
back.
he's
Yo,
starting with
Koulibaly's
all the
not-
trash, but you
he's
have
not
Koulibaly
that
who's pushing.
dude. He's not going to
because
play
he's-
that role, man. He's
He's
not
got
going to play a
feet.
beta role.
Yeah,
he's
nah,
an
he's
alpha,
got
bro.
feet.
He's not going to sit quietly on the bench. He's not going to let his career fade
You
out.
won't have to be quiet. Get Lindelof out of there. Bump his ass out.
Lindelof.
Come on.
Look at
We're
you,
talking
bro.
about,
Shimon
we're talking about
Lee.
United right now.
Yeah.
We're talking
Shimon.
Palace. Palace go down. Cathcart, makes amends, own goal and a goal.
Stud gets himself a brace. Poor man's
Dude,
brace.
Willie Zaha, where you been?
This is
Got the
thank you,
APB
bro.
out for you.
12th game non-scoring.
Eight-
This is this is exactly what the Chelsea's doing with Hazard. Luckily, Hazard can still produce and he has talent around him. But they're putting Zaha at number 9 because they can't find a fucking number 9, and they're not letting him play in the wing. Now Ayu's in there, so they're trying to move him back out wide because he's on a horrible drought. But he's just been out of that rhythm for so long. It's going to take him time to get
He's
back.
isolated.
Leave
he's
this
by
guy
himself.
in the wing, dude.
Yeah.
Stop
I like
playing
him.
at
I like
number
him
9.
at number 9 because it taught him to finish a little bit more, to be a little bit
Clearly
more
didn't,
clinical.
bro.
But it's not his
12.
natural position.
12 games, no goals.
Well, that's a
No.
drought. That was a drought.
Well, I mean, league games.
Now,
League games, bro. That's what
17.
matters. 17 games, no goals.
17. He only has 3 goals on the season. Last time he scored was against Huddersfield. Yes.
a drought, man.
Week 5.
that's a drought.
Can't play number 9, man. Not that he doesn't have the ability. It nullifies his game, which is receiving the ball in space and going after it.
Still owned by 11.2% of the game.
No doubt.
That's the faith, man. That's who he is. He's an absolute baller, dude. But get him back out wide. Hopefully that happens for him, dude.
Watford's been on a nice run, though, man.
Good.
Good.
Watford's doing work.
They got to give Javier Gracia
Yeah,
some
then
credit.
What if their manager's
they
gonna
might
tank
catch
him again?
they might catch
Actually,
Arsenal. Watford.
do we
They
think-
might- they might go
Hey, do we think?
London Derby.
Yeah,
by the way,
Come on, DD.
By the way, do we think
Tied
real quick?
still
Going back to Zaha,
Trending.
do we think Zaha's having a good year?
Yes.
Oh,
Not a
okay.
bad
Well, he
year.
has 3 goals, 4 assists. But anyways,
I
same.
don't think he's having a good
Yeah,
for Zaha standards.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He's not.
No, I'm saying it's just the same amount as Willian. But anyways, let's move on. Because Willian's having a bad year too.
What are we moving on to?
He's not a winger.
That doesn't mean he's not a winger because he's having a bad year.
Barcelona's trying to sign him as a
transitive
winger,
property
yeah.
so shit, dude.
He goes
It's
off the
like,
cliff.
oh, well, he's a chameleon, so he's got spots. It's like, no, bro.
Chameleons don't have
not a
spots.
Exactly. That's my point. There's no transitive property. That shit doesn't make sense.
So if
What
he's
you
a
doing
chameleon,
doesn't
be a
make sense,
chameleon.
dude.
If you're a center midfielder, be a
Oh
center
my God.
midfielder. Don't try to be what you're not.
Exactly. Stop trying to jam William into attacking mid.
No, that's where he's supposed to be.
That's twice I just
That's what
destroyed you, son.
No, you just helped my conversation.
Hell no. Yo,
You would just help my argument.
Talking
He's
yourself
supposed to be in
through
the
a circle.
midfield. On the outside, he does nothing.
I'm not gonna do his.
Does
bus.
nothing.
I'm not doing.
I wouldn't even mark him.
We do
I'd say,
this all
yeah, be
night.
out there, run around, do your moves.
Dude, speaking about a team that's on a run.
Not doing it.
Southampton beats
Not doing it.
Leicester at the King Power Stadium. You guys are ridiculous.
Do your moves.
Not doing it, bro.
Dude,
Yo.
so Southampton beats Leicester 2-1, and they had a red card early. But the big story here, man, the guy's getting heat on Twitter. But a lot of backhand compliments. Shane Long finally puts one away, dude.
Shane Long.
Finally. And it was a crucial one. Then he needed to put it away, man.
5 years in the
He
making.
needed that goal.
I
After getting the
think
red
you guys
card.
know how I feel about Shane Long. Charlie Austin should start over him every single minute of his life, even in the kitchen. Even it doesn't matter.
Ricky
Just
Lambert?
No, not Ricky Lambert.
Bro,
Charlie Austin.
this is the
And I
winning
still
goal,
remember
man.
it was like last year, the year before. He came on for against Arsenal and just ruined everything. Get him off the field.
So what? Even when the man scores, you're not gonna give him credit.
Right, dude?
Why you
Dude
ruining
hasn't
his life
scored in
today?
years.
Didn't anyone ever teach you if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything?
What's the point of having podcasts then?
Where your manners, dude? Where your manners? All right, Shane
I'm
Long, give
sorry.
him props.
I'm sorry, not
Man scored a
Arsenal. I'm
winning
just trying to be
goal.
sportsmanship award over here.
Hey,
Dude,
I
Shane
did
Long,
win one.
that was his third goal in 72 games, guys.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, and he's a striker.
He's a
Hey,
striker?
Hey, guys, he's pretty good. He's having a good season.
It's like Emil Heskey mixed with Shola Amiobi.
Why you gotta
I
disrespect Heskey like that, man?
Heskey?
Heskey would put him away, bro.
He's all right, man.
Except
Heskey was all right.
When he
to
was
Aston
17.
Villa. Nah, dude, for Everton, he did work too, man.
Heskey?
Yeah.
He played for Everton.
Or was it
Liverpool.
Chelsea?
Liverpool.
Yakubu.
Heskey played for
I'm
Liverpool.
thinking Yakubu.
Yakubu was a beast, dude.
Dude, Yakubu was a beast.
You gotta love this. It was the Nico and Alcacelli
Yeah.
too, dude.
Oh,
So
man.
ill.
Old school. But
yeah,
yeah, man,
man.
Southampton, dude. Fucking, what's his name?
They
Ralph.
See how we
Ralph
celebrated
Hasenhüttl.
after this game, bro. This is like winning the World Cup to this guy.
Dude, this guy, new manager, injection of life. This guy, I mean, with a certain manager, certain teams need a vibrancy. You need some kind of life factor. Ronald Koeman didn't really have it. I mean, we went Southampton to where Everton, right?
Look, both goals, man. Claude Puel should be furious. Both goals are trash. Napoli's Mendy giving the ball away, and then you give up a PK. It's just like Leicester shot themselves in the foot in this game.
Yeah.
What do you think about your boy Gabby though? Heading back to Italy.
I think Jesus right away. Okay.
No. You're Gabbiadini.
Heading into who?
Heading to Italy.
Yeah.
Back.
Go back.
Sampdoria. No, I think he fits there.
I'm saying like he just okay. Well,
Yeah,
he went get the EPL. He had a couple of nice.
Wasn't for him,
the guy.
It wasn't for
like
him.
that Balotelli quote that you said. Like
Exactly.
Gabbiadini
Same
scores
exact thing.
special goals, but he doesn't score enough to justify him as a top striker. So look, I think
he'll be
Italy's
fine.
more speed.
I think he'll be fine in Italy. I think
Yeah.
he could be a solid contributor.
No, I just didn't know if you're a little bit
This wasn't
sad.
his league.
Look, man,
He was part of Tom's crew when he was playing the EPL.
He
For
was.
that first year,
he was dude.
part of Tom's crew.
He was, man.
Dude,
I like this dude, bro.
You show him some. You show him some love.
Score some bang because
At times, I think you loved him more than Iwobi.
Nah, never that, never that, bro. I keep Alex Iwobi close to the heart right there, man.
Close to the what?
To the heart.
Oh, okay.
To the heart, to the patch. That's where the patch is. If you were wearing a Liverpool one, you'd know.
You're wearing. Oh, you are wearing one.
Even on the L.
Yeah,
son.
but you're hiding
Even
it.
on the loss.
You're hiding it under
Even on
a
the
different
loss, I'm
patch.
showing it.
Yeah, you go. I love him. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna hide it underneath this.
Which one's closer?
So they
which
don't
one's
know.
which one's closer to my heart, though? Like an Arsenal, son.
Burnley 2, Fulham 1. Speaking about spending a lot of money here, Fulham help out Burnley scoring 2 own goals, dude.
Oh, this was
Own
miraculous.
goals in a game.
That's why I sent you guys a text. I'm like, 27 minutes in. This is great. 2-1 Burnley. Fulham scored all 3 goals.
It's unbelievable,
Dude,
dude.
Schürrle had a
opened it up.
banger.
Dude, 2 minutes in. This is an EPL top 5 goals of the year. It's not better than Townsend, but at least it deserves to be like part of the vote. Schürrle bangs one in here, man. If
Too
you guys
bad
haven't seen it,
they
check it
celebrated
out.
too early.
Dude.
They acted like they won the league with
Dude,
the
the
celebration.
commentator fucking shat himself on that goal.
It was a
Because
banger.
of his class, bro.
Schürrle!
He said something so dramatic. And what the hell was it? Fuck. Something about. I don't even know, man. Fuck. Hussy was there. He forgets. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah, but no, I actually it's
Flat
funny
tire.
because we talked. Me and Alan talked about 2 players. It was Schürrle and De Gea. I was wondering if De Gea was at that peak, maybe coming down a little bit. Nasty game. I was like, Schürrle. Was Schürrle ever overrated as a player? You think this and that? You know, he tried to make it Chelsea, didn't really do well. Went to Wolves. They went downhill in Germany, and then out of nowhere, this strike comes along.
I thought you were talking about Wolves. For a
No,
sec.
Wolves.
Wolfsburg.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Wolves in
I
Germany.
was like, he went to Wolves?
The German Wolves. Look, man,
Wolves.
Schürrle to me is always rated exactly where he should be, dude. Like, as far as me, I
Look,
never
I
thought there
didn't
was a
think-
hype on Schürrle.
Look,
I think there was a lot of hype when he was at
a little bit
Chelsea.
of noise when Royce was also popping.
when
I
he was
think both of
younger,
them-
coming up.
Yeah, but I didn't see him at Fulham, bro. I saw him maybe at Everton, Watford. A top 6 to 8 team.
This is
Fulham.
talking about a guy who was part of the German
Fulham.
national team.
Yeah, this guy won a World Cup. This guy.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think he
I
won the
didn't
league
see
with
him
Chelsea
at Fulham,
too.
dude.
No,
I saw him at maybe
He
Everton.
bogus
never
move. He went-
fulfilled his
he went-
potential.
Yeah.
He went for the money.
Never
I think
fulfilled
if
his
Fulham
potential.
if Fulham go down, he'll bounce around to another team.
No, he will. He'll be like
top 6.
Yeah, he'll be like Adamola Traore.
Another
Traore's not getting
player
relegated.
for Fulham that I think the stock kind of went down. Jean-Michael Seri
Yeah,
came over from Nice.
Dude,
There was a lot of links, especially with
Linked to
Barcelona.
Arsenal, man.
Went to Fulham, and he's not even starting every game.
Because this dude, man, he'll try that pass in midfield sometimes that gets his team caught and in trouble. That's what I've noticed about him. He's a good player. For the most part, he knows what he's doing before the ball's at his foot.
Takes
It's
a
just
risk, though.
he'll take that risk in midfield, and he's been bitten the ass for it a couple
And
of times.
he's reversed David Luiz for age. You wouldn't expect him to be 27 years old. I thought he was like 24. I thought he was young. I really did. I thought he was going to be getting into his prime, where I'd think, oh, if you put him on a better team, he'll learn, and then he won't have to do as much.
He's not
where he
Decore.
just does like the little things, like Conte does the little things.
No, he's not Decore. I think
Yeah.
Decore is more that mold. This guy was
Decore to
supposed
Spurs,
to be
dude. Come
ready
on.
right away. Yeah,
The
Decore
ones
to
at
Spurs?
No, I'm just saying that's where he should go next.
I'll take him at Arsenal. I'm thirsty.
Cardiff 0,
PSG's
Huddersfield
looking at him.
0. So boring here. Relegation battle here, man. But
Dude, they got robbed, man. Huddersfield, Wagner should be pissed. These dudes got absolutely robbed. PK should have been called. And
no
they,
VAR though.
but the Lino is the one who actually said it wasn't one. And look, man, Huddersfield, David Wagner, he has a legitimate beef, I think.
Dude, if they had won this game, I mean, a tie, look, it doesn't kill him, but it keeps him at least within reaching distance of Fulham. If they had won this game, I'd have better feeling about them not being relegated. But now they're 3 points off the pace.
It's gonna be tough.
it's looking like we have our first relegation candidate here, man. They need to find a win, like, in the next 2 games. Otherwise, it's probably done for them.
Yeah, man, this is hard. There's nothing worse than when you're already at the bottom and then things don't go your way.
Yeah, man.
You feel like the whole world's against you, and I think that's kind of what Huddersfield is suffering from right now.
For sure, man.
Well, let's look at their schedule real quick. You're saying the next 2, they're not going to win again till at least February 23rd. you got Man City, Man City,
So
Everton, Chelsea, Arsenal. Wait, they're not winning. They're not winning.
Alright, they're relegated. It's over. We got our first victim. Because by that point, other teams will have stolen victories here and there.
If you really want to look at a time, look at February 23rd to April 6th. They have Newcastle, Wolves, Brighton, Bournemouth, West Ham, Palace, Leicester. That is the only time. If they don't go, let's say more than 500, almost in that stretch, they're going
They're
down.
not about that life, man. Guys like Mooney it's so sad, man, because we saw Wagner come up and they made a big deal about being reunited with his best man, Jurgen Klopp. And here's Klopp, $400 million later, no trophies. They're in the same exact position, but still, Wagner's about to get relegated.
2 ends of the table, though.
2 ends of the table,
First
bro.
and last.
Whether you spend $400 million or you spend no money, the result's the same. No silverware.
Yeah, because they're playing the top 7 teams still.
Yeah, the fuck, man.
They still have the top 7 teams to play.
I wonder what the pregame talk is. Like, that's tough, getting them up. Guys, we know what we have to do.
Just don't
embarrass
just
like
families.
the same thing.
Bro.
Like,
It's easier to talk these guys than to talk, I don't know, City into every game now.
These guys have something
Them,
to
it's like,
lose.
yeah, bro, it's like, look, you're a Premier League star. All these nicer cars, a nicer neighborhood, you upgraded this and that, nicer watch.
you know
that
they're
you're living
better
on.
than you.
Yeah, you know they're better than you, but you're fighting for your life, and you're hoping your life.
You're saying it's
Come
the,
through.
it's the,
It's
it's
the
the
heart.
animal against the wall.
No,
thing.
I think
That's
as
it,
back
man.
against the wall.
when you're talking to them, I think it has less to do with getting them rallied up for this game. I think it has more to do with making them believe they have a chance for a point.
Because what they don't
That's
want to
what
do
I'm-
is
that's
they don't
the
want to
number
slip
one
into
thing.
the Aston Villa thing. Aston
Yeah.
Villa
No, they tapped.
gave up.
Sunderland tapped too.
They like mentally, you could
Tapped.
see
Yeah, they were done.
Hull.
on the pitch. They gave up on the coach, on the
Done.
season. It was over. They were
Dude,
ready to
people
go
were
back
showing
down.
up late to training.
Yeah,
like
no.
it was a wrap.
Oh, Aston Villa. Oh, that was because
No, it
was
was a
it Richards, Micah Richards, that was
Yeah.
having beef with the fan. He went over to talk to the fans because fans were coming to the training ground.
Yeah, yeah.
That,
So
was,
that
that, was
ran-
3 years ago, 4 years ago. That's 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was
Something
a while
like
back.
that. That's what Wagner has to watch out for. Because that's how you ruin your reputation real quick.
For sure, man. That wraps it up for Premier League Matchday 22 review. As we record this, City hasn't played Wolves yet, but real quick, do you guys see Wolves pulling an upset here? They are the giant killers this season.
They already tied them 1-1 already this year. I don't see that happening.
No.
I have Bernardo Silva, Sane, and Captain Aguero. Even though he has an illness, I think he'll be okay to play. I have those 3 players. That's how much confidence I have in City to just do business. They've turned a new leaf. It's stretch time. They're going to start whooping people with a passion.
I think
Dude,
City
I'm
has
seeing-
something to prove now, and I think they're motivated by beating Liverpool. I think that there was a little bit of doubt, but they're just gonna bomb, and I think they're gonna win this game 3-1.
Yeah. I don't think the Wolves will be getting a goal. I see comes. But I mean, they have to keep a pace with Liverpool now. They're 4 points away, and you shorten the gap, or 7 points, and you shorten it to 4. It's a must win. It's a must win for them.
Dude, I'm smelling a tiny little stumble, but they pull it off.
Oh, I hope they
Like a
stumble.
2-1.
Don't jinx it, man.
Maybe even ones, dude. Maybe
we
even
need
ones,
City to
man.
win this title from Liverpool.
Oh,
we
boy.
need every point.
Oh, if they draw, that means Liverpool go up, to 6 points again, which would be huge.
Dude, by the
8
way, City
first.
playing fucking Burton
6,
in that training game, 9-0 in the FA Cup, Carabao Cup.
At what point
it's
do
a
you just...
two-leg
They're just
competition,
mean,
too.
bro.
But at
So
what
they have
point
to
are you
play
going
them
for their
again.
legs? At what point do you say, either I'm going to hurt
Nah,
them,
look,
or I got to go home
You know
right
why
now?
you don't, man? You don't because this is a big stage. You expected a 9-0. If you're
They're
a
happy to be there.
championship team,
Burton.
yeah,
Like, it's one of those their fans or this one.
you're happy to exchange jerseys to
go
say,
there.
"Hey, man, I played next to Kevin De Bruyne once." Like they knew, bro. This
knew.
was 9-0.
He didn't give me his jersey. I just ripped it off him. It's mine now.
Means necessary, bro. City scored 16 goals in 2 games, bro. They had draws, but like it was Rotterdam and
Burton.
bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. We shouted out Messi getting 400 goals, first ever
400
player.
La Liga goals.
400 goals in La Liga, man. It's his league.
That's not
He
even
earned
his. Jeez.
He earned it, dude. Just 400 league goals is insane.
Then he's also got his international career. Like,
It's not real.
It's a little lesser.
It's not real. But I
What
mean,
does
this
that
guy,
mean?
this guy's. It's like
It's
Ryan,
not real. What?
It's not real that
It's
he has
Oh,
that
like
many
it's
goals.
unreal.
oh, got it. I thought you
Instead
meant
of-
like
It's
not
stat
real.
is
It's fake
false.
news.
It's not real.
It's fake
Like,
news,
what-
man. 400 league goals. It's not even like you can't even do it in a video game.
Yeah,
the fact that he does it in
that's
real life.
insane.
Granted, he was bred through this system. The system favors him heavily. Like
Yeah.
he's gifted
It's
goals.
built around him.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's getting layups for the last decade.
He's not
He's
putting those
also been
35.
making layups too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's
No doubt.
Messi's a guy. I'm a Ronaldo guy, but like, you can never.
the assists.
Like, I don't think
there's
people
nothing
who
you can
say
do
he's
about
better
the
are
total
crazy.
assists that
Yeah.
Messi has
And
versus
the dribbling
Ronaldo.
as well. Yeah, but
That's-
as far as
it's hard
like,
to argue.
being a world conqueror, Ronaldo. It used to be Zlatan. It's Ronaldo's trophy now. Assuming he wins in Serie A, like it's his championship to take.
Yeah, what league he goes to, he wins.
Yeah,
for
he goes
sure.
anywhere in the world and wins. Anything else before we wrap up?
Yeah, man, I'm loving these Madrid youngsters while we're in Spain. I mean, Vinicius getting time now. Brahim Diaz of City making his debut for Madrid.
Dude, they put him in right away. I was like, wow,
Right
this kid,
away.
they're gonna bleed him in. But I guess there's trouble at
Raw,
Real Madrid,
son.
Yeah.
Raw.
They
Straight
almost
up.
lost to Real
into
Betis.
the fire.
They went
Yeah.
to the 88th minute. They won 2-1.
So I think this Madrid team could be
Shout
scary.
out
a
to
little
Modric
bit.
getting a goal, Snacks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we were at Snacks. Got a banger too,
Ballon
man.
d'Or winner.
Rocket, dude. Nah, he's gonna come at me with all sorts of shit. Most La Liga goals: Lionel Messi 400, CR7 311, Telmo
Dude, if
Zara
CR7 was in the
251.
league as
Oh
long
my
as
God.
Messi was,
That's
He would have.
insane.
He would have
He would've
500.
blasted him.
He would have like 500
That's
goals.
insane.
that's
So
what
I'm
it's hard
fucking
to
saying.
When people are like, "Oh, Ronaldo can't dribble and assist
But-
as much," it's like
but
this
then he-
dude is the ultimate scoring machine.
He played half the games and almost had as many goals. Fuck that.
Oh, what a beast!
Unbelievable.
You got John Joe Shelby linked with
Joe.
West Ham. Newcastle already said no to the 10 million bid. I don't
They
know.
get relegated if he's gone. You need bodies when you're in a relegation battle.
You know what?
They
My
can't
guess
sell
was
him.
take the money, then the fans would know that there's money there, and he wouldn't want to spend it. So I think he's trying to avoid that whole cat and mouse.
Would
game.
he be a good player to take the place of Noble in
No,
a year
You
or
know
two?
why? Because he's not a leader. He's
He
an
gives the ball away.
influential
He's
player.
He's a risk taker. He plays
But
the
he's
long ball. He plays.
But he also gets red cards.
That's
You know what I mean? Like, he's not like a disciplined, like, hey, everyone, get your heads together. But,
I've
like,
seen Noble get some red cards too.
Yeah, but they were like
When he was
justified
younger,
captains'
Noble
red cards.
galvanizes.
Yeah.
I don't know, John G. He gives me
He
like,
polarizes, bro.
Yeah,
But he's
yeah,
also-
I feel like you love him or you hate
It's
him.
about the John Joe life.
John Joe is also one of those players like David Luiz, 26 years old. I feel like he's been around for like 10 years.
45.
John
Yeah,
Joe's
because he
26,
started
he's
so,
50.
so young on what's it called, on Liverpool.
I got my last nugget here. Apparently, Chelsea receiving a boost with Higuain reportedly putting in a transfer request to Milan. So he's clearly not
Milan.
happy. And Milan won this weekend.
Well,
too,
Gattuso came out and
Sampdoria.
talked about it, saying he can't convince him. He can't convince Higuain.
Yeah, he's fed up. He's done. He wants to leave. I mean, you go from Juventus now to Milan squad.
You go to Real
Absolutely
Madrid,
struggling.
Juventus, which is cool. It's still a bit of a step
And
down,
you were the
but
man.
it's cool.
Even at Napoli, he was the absolute man.
And now you're at Milan, and they're talking about ownership this, ownership that. Like, yeah, it's
Guys around you, you're surrounded.
Well, Bonucci
you're
found out
86
too.
looking around and dudes
78.
out here, yeah, just trash, man.
Well, I mean, AC Milan seemed to be like the Chinese league version for Italy because every top stars go there. Now they want out. Bonucci, 1 year in, already back to Juventus.
I don't know how
Higuain,
even-
you 1 year in, not even 1 year, already wants out.
I don't understand how Bonucci ever justified that in his head. Maybe they threw a lot of money at him.
Money.
No,
But like
no.
to go
He
from
thought he could-
Juventus to AC
It was
Milan,
a
you
beef.
play in the same
It was
league.
a beef with the coach.
Yeah, but like to go to AC
He had
Milan,
I think
Donnarumma.
go
someone-
overseas, bro.
No, I think someone loved. I'm not sure if it was Bonucci or if it was like his kid or someone like that who like loved Milan. It was a lame kind
I
of.
get
reason
it. Go
like
from
that.
Man City to Everton.
He probably
Like,
thought he could
come
boost them
on,
up.
bro.
He probably, you know what?
Come on, that's not the move. Go to another league. Go
He-
to Spain. He could have gone to Spain
Couple-
and came back after a year if he felt that.
Couple things. He probably thought Buffon might be retiring, so he had Donnarumma behind you. Then also, he probably thought deep down in his heart, I'm the best defender Juventus has.
Look, I can't.
So
get
he
that
prob
far.
so he probably thought I'm gonna change AC
he
Milan.
thought shit
we're
was gonna
gonna
be
we're
sweet.
gonna bring it.
Yeah, he thought shit
I'm
was
gonna
gonna
be
be
the
sweet.
reason why AC Milan's gonna win the league, and I'm gonna go down as a legend.
got Catroni
Guess
up
what?
top.
He got that tail. He put it in between his legs, and he came back home.
Can't be doing that at his age. You're an old man, bro. Like,
So
down.
Tottenham, they're talking about Eriksen. If they do lose Eriksen to Real Madrid for 100 mil or whatever, if they get more,
bro. They asked for 200
well,
mil, by the way.
Well, there's also rumors that Real Madrid will go in at 150. So I think that's too little. I think it would be like I think it would be like 140 mil for Eriksen. But
all right, man, when we're saying
if they do that, they're going to prepare to go all in on the Ajax star, De Jong. Yes, De Jong. So basically, whatever you want to bet, we're gonna bid right there with you. Basically, Tottenham says.
Yeah, but then it's gonna take time to get De Jong caught up, to like that Eriksen level if he ever gets there.
So much pressure, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, guys, thank you for listening. As always, peace.
Later.